Someone will be sexually assaulted
or raped by a man.
1, 2,
3, 4,
5.
Which one of us will it be?
These little girls should know nothing about fucking rape at this age, unless...
Not the extent
Unless
that
for some horrible reason they have.
They have to go through it. I mean, they should know they should know that something like that exists, but for them to like really be acquainted with the word rape, like, you know, when I was a kid, you know, people always said, don't let someone touch you in your private area. That's bad till a grown up.
Well, right.
That's as far as it should go with these kids. And I understand that they're a little bit older. Maybe you can explain a little better. But I mean, to the extent that they know where they're throwing out statistics and
you
we're
think
gonna be
men should fucking rape women and
we're gonna be raped and then 1 out of I mean, these poor girls
I don't deserve
after
to
hearing
be
that are gonna look at each other during this during the filming of this and go, 1 out of 4 of us is gonna have a dick shoved in it. You know,
right?
I mean,
violently.
Yeah, unwantedly, and they're kids.
I can't believe I mean, at this age, it's definitely great to give your kids warnings on things to look out for, you know, at home, outside of the home, with strangers, things to look out for, and, you know, protect yourself. But to this extent, I mean, give me a fucking break. I'm sorry, even at that age, I mean, the oldest girl on here is, what, maybe like 12? I mean, at 12, I knew nothing about rape. I can't believe just the things coming out of their mouths.
You knew it existed, but...
I mean, I kind of guess I know what it was, but I wasn't really familiar with... I wasn't familiar with the word specifically. I wasn't familiar with the actual realness and violence of it because I didn't have to be exposed to that. Did I know how to protect myself and stay away from strangers and what to watch out for when I was around boys? Yes, because I was taught the basics, but I wasn't like going out and hanging out with my friends when I was 12 and looking at the boys like, oh shit, they might rape me.
Right. And especially, you don't want these kids... You don't want kids exposed to rape, but then you have no problem telling them all the fuck about it.
Yeah.
Like, isn't it... I mean, it's not exactly as traumatizing as actually going through the actual event, but it's still fucking traumatizing to think that that could happen to you.
Would it traumatize me?
Not to think that it could happen to you, but knowing exactly what those things are.
Well, you'd be growing up and living your life in fear that that's going to happen to you.
Yeah, I mean, kids freak out about things, you know, very easily because, you know, they're not emotionally set for that. Now these kids, like, now that's why you don't do this to kids, because now they have a crazy fucking idea of it, and now they're gonna look at every dude that talks to them, every dude that wants to buy them a drink, every dude that wants to hold the door for them, every dude that tries to be nice to them, and all you want to do is fuck me. Like,
all you want to do is violently rape me.
Every time a man does something nice, all he wants is to give me the D. He wants my pussy. Like, come on now. That's like a
sad life to live.
That's like you, that's like when you come home from work and I have dinner ready for you. You go, you just want to fuck me. Like, come on now. That's not my goal.
Because you're not supposed to be nice to me and take care of me.
I do that for you because you've been working hard all fucking day and you don't want to have to sit there and make your own food because you've already been working all day. You should be able to come home, sit down, relax, and have your fucking dinner. It doesn't mean that I want the poon.
And it doesn't mean that it also doesn't mean I'm a sad...
For the record, it would be nice, but it's not what's expected.
Understand. But, I mean, and at the same time, you have to understand that doesn't It doesn't mean that I think he's going to rape me because he made me dinner. Oh my god, how horrible is that? And oh my god, how horrible are you trying to take care of me and make me dinner? Make me a sad little victim. How dare you? I don't need any man. Give me a fucking break. No one's gonna do anything no male will ever do anything nice for any of these females as they go through life.
And why isn't that applied to other women as well? How come when another woman helps you and does something for you, it's not looked at as, I can do my own shit? What do you think, I can't do things by myself and I'm incompetent?
Oh,
like, how come
that's
they don't attack the women when they help?
Because that's empowering for another woman to be helpful to another woman, duh.
It's not empowering for a man to help a woman so that she can, it makes her day easier. It makes it's a little gesture of, I care for you and I love you and I want to make your day just that much easier by holding a door open for you, or for making you dinner, or for massaging your feet, or bringing you a drink, or whatever. It's all about showing affection. That's what it is. It shows you care, it shows you love them.
Well, that's really sad because these girls will obviously never experience that. They won't experience affection in somebody taking care of them, not because they need to be taken care of, for fuck's sake.
I'm well fucking aware you can do all that shit yourself.
You deserve to have somebody in your life that will take care of you regardless of if you need it or don't need it. They're doing it because they love you, and these girls are never going to grow up and experience that.
This feminist mentality, when you ask me for something, I should tell you to go fucking get it yourself. You got legs? Go get it.
Yeah.
Oh, but then if I do that, misogyny, or whatever the fuck it is,
mental abuse, and fuck off, go get it yourself, bitch.
Patriarchy. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry.
Yeah.
So how many more women have to get knocked down before society stands up and stops it? Here's a hot tip. Stop telling girls how to dress and start teaching boys not to fucking rape.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
First, I know what we really want to address, but first, let's address the stop telling girls how to dress. You made them all dressed up like princesses.
They were all told how to dress.
To say, but you had them dressed up as princesses to mock people who dress up like princesses. So stop telling girls how to dress, except tell girls not to dress like princesses.
By the way, these girls dressed as princesses, most of their bodies are covered. So they're telling you not to dress like a princess, but when you have a big fluffy dress on, most of your body is covered. But then they also don't want you to wear anything that is exposing anything in any sort of way. Any shirt that's just a little too tight, or not even tight, just form-fitting. Fitting to your fucking body. They don't like that either. So, what do you want?
If you dress like a princess and that makes you feel pretty, you think you look pretty, what's the harm in that? You're supposed to dress however you want and what makes you comfortable. If you want to dress like a princess and that's what makes you happy, dress like a princess. If you want to wear a suit and tie, wear a suit and tie if that's what makes you happy. You want to wear a fucking wizard costume and walk around with a fucking, fur coat and a cape. I mean, if that's what makes you happy, do it. What's wrong with that? And I know that that's kind of their message, but at the same time, they're also shaming girls who want to dress traditionally like how girls dress. Well, why can't you do that?
I mean, everything is so hypocritical. It almost makes me speechless. I don't know. Now, next topic. These little girls saying, we need to teach men not to rape.
Okay.
I don't even know where to start with that one. Teach women not to rape. Men get raped.
Teach thieves not to steal.
I mean, it's right. Obviously,
the problem is not that rapists don't know
what they're doing. They know they're doing something bad.
It's not that they don't know that it's bad. It's that they don't care.
Right.
They've been taught their whole lives that raping is bad. They've been taught. So to sit there and say
It's already a known thing.
Teach people not to rape. Well, okay, we've already done that. So,
Yeah, we've already done that. What's your next idea? I mean,
it's not like no one's telling people that rape is bad. Like,
do they think that if nationally or fucking worldwide we started having classes for men to teach them not to rape, do you think that the rape count's gonna go down? Because it's not.
no.
I mean, it's already fucking known. What do you mean teach them not to? There is no teaching. It's already known, and they fucking do it because they're bad people or they're doing something bad. Whatever the fucking reason is, or whoever the fucking people are that are raping, they already know that what they're doing is raping. They already know.
I mean, you would think the fact that it's illegal and the severity of the consequences would deter them.
Right?
But they do it anyway because they don't care. That's the problem. Teach people not to rape. I mean, that's like saying that no one knows not to steal or kill. How about you teach murderers not to murder?
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. It makes as much sense as what you're saying here.
We're glad a women's right to vote is here.
But equality's next step
Is walking to the car without fear. Be pretty. So here's the tricky thing.
pretty. It's a compliment.
But here's how this focus works to girls' detriment. Society teaching girls that our bodies, boobs, and butts are more important than our brains
Leads us to thinking.
Our worth comes from our waistlines. My aspirations in life should not be worrying about the shape of my ass. So fuck focusing on how I look.
And give me a book.
I'm sorry, this is not the 50s, so I don't know where they got the idea that society is telling women just to be pretty and not use our brains. Since when is the last time society has told women to just be pretty but don't worry about being smart or using your brain? This isn't the fucking 50s.
Well, that's the problem, is that everything
That's
they're
not even happening.
everything they're talking about in this video are all issues that we've already tackled, and
They don't exist right now.
we've been working on like years ago.
This one doesn't.
Like decades ago.
Right.
You know, I mean, they were problems, but they're not problems now. They're things that happen in society that still exist, but just because they exist doesn't mean it's a problem. Just because one kid gets hit in the head with a rock in rural America doesn't mean that now there's an outbreak of kids getting hit in the head with rocks all the time. Just because it happens doesn't mean it's a fucking huge epidemic issue that needs to be fucking fixed.
Right.
And that's the problem, is these people see these things happen and think that it's a huge fucking issue when it's not. There's always going to be idiots out there. There's always going to be stupid people doing stupid things, male and female. Mm-hmm. You address those people individually. You don't go, it's all men and men do all this stuff and we gotta. And of course they can say, well, we don't think it's all men because they have men on their side and everything. That I understand all that, but they still think it's a huge issue. They still think most men are doing this and it's the patriarchy. You're making a big deal out of something that's really not that big of a deal. I mean, should we have a movement on having to wait too long in the fucking fast food line at McDonald's? I mean, come on now. If every time there was an asshole doing something stupid, we fucking rallied up and had a big movement about it, there'd be rallies and movements over everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you just live with picket signs on top of you. Just every day you go to sleep, you don't need blankets, you got pickup signs. What am I going to picket today? I have like 5,057 things to choose from. I mean, come on now. You don't need to go up in arms over everything. I understand that there are issues, and these issues suck. I get it. but they're not. It's not an epidemic.
No.
I'm sure people are aware of it, and it's good to have people, to raise awareness or, have awareness about it. But the way that they're doing this, they're like, fucking, and especially, what's with all the kids going, all of them, does it...
Just trying to be theatrical to make it more dramatic as they say fuck.
Especially the little boy at the end who's just I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but
let's just finish this shit.
The continued sexism, girls and women's stale face. Instead of cleaning these girls' mouths out with soap, maybe society should clean up its act.
God, I hate that bitch.
right?
Fuck, she's so annoyed.
I mean, I've heard of resting bitch face, but she just has like fucking
Resting bitch body.
I have blood in my head bitch face. Like, I'm alive bitch face. Like, no matter what she does, she has a bitch face. And I know, it's like, you said bitch, that's the patriarchy.
Instead of cleaning out their mouths, we need to tell society to clean up their act. Yeah, there's incidences that happen everywhere in regards to abuse, which it goes both ways. There's lots of females who are abusive to their partner, and rape as well goes both ways. And yes, there's incidences that happen everywhere every day, and it's horrible, but it's not something that's taking over the world and that we need to be fucking rioting about.
Yeah, I mean, not in this society anyway. If you want to look at the Middle East, go over there.
Go over there and show them these videos.
That's where feminism is needed over there.
Right.
If feminism is about equality, which I can really question that because, especially the word feminism. That means about females. You mean you want equalism, or I forget the actual term, but if you're about equality for both sexes,
humanism,
why
just equality in general?
Why the specification of gender within the name? Yeah, I can't say that I'm a masculinist, and that means that I want equality for both men and women. No, in the word it means that I'm in favor of men. So feminist means I'm in favor of women.
But all they talk about is equality, but that's not all they talk about. They say they want equality.
If you're actually about equality, step one, change your fucking name, because that's not what it means.
Yeah.
That already shows that you're stupid and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, seriously, I can't call myself a Nazi and go, I'm about equality. Like, that's what it seems like to me.
I'm a Nazi. I am all for equality, but I do fucking hate those Jews. Like,
those fucking Jews. But they should have equal... I'm about equality, but
I love everybody, and everybody should have equal rights.
I'm fucking Jews, man. It doesn't work that way. You can't be a feminist and say we're about equality, but those fucking men.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. You're not making any sense. You're contradicting yourself, even just in the fucking name. Ridiculous shit. It boggles the fucking mind, seriously.
I know.
It hurts my brain.
I see.
Yeah.
I see your brain hurting, babe.
It hurts. I need alcohol.
This is what a feminist looks like.
I'm sorry. I love how on that one part she says, "This is what feminists look like," and the camera goes straight to her boobs. Yes, maybe.
I was thinking that too.
Maybe that's where the exact word.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Yeah.
Too close up.
I get that the word that she was trying to emphasize was approximately right here, but
which at the same time doesn't make any fucking sense, because this is what a feminist looks like. Zoom up if you even if you're trying to say the t-shirt.
Word, you tell the videographer,
so a feminist looks like
right
a t-shirt.
Here. So zoom in right here. Like, give me a fucking break. You just zoomed in on your fucking tits.
What about them looks different from any other woman?
I don't know. That their shirts aren't that tight. I don't know.
I don't know. They're like, this is what a feminist looks like. And you look like every other girl I see walking down the street. Yeah. So what's the...
You look like a woman, and...
Yeah, what's What's the difference here? Maybe I'm not patriarchal enough to see the difference, but I don't see it. You know, you look like every other woman to me.
Girls just want to have fun. Demental rights. $5 from each shirt goes to kick-ass charities that are fighting every day to make the world more equal for women and girls.
I think if you're going to donate to charity, at least 50% of your income should go to that charity. I know I'm fucking nitpicking here, but it seems to me like there's more profit being made than charity when T-shirts are $15 and you pocket 10 and $5 go to the charity, which tells me what's more important to you.
Right. I mean, I think it's bullshit. Really, out of all of the causes in the world that are actual causes, and somebody would choose to donate their money to a fucking feminist to get a fucking T-shirt, like, out of everything in the world, really, like, that are issues and that there are causes to donate towards fucking cancer and research and all kinds of millions of things I'm not even going to get into, but really you're going to donate your money to get to feminists for what? For them to keep making more T-shirts and more videos? Like, what is their money? What is the cause? What is your money going towards that is so important? Like, it's literally just going to these women.
Let's back up and see if they said what the donation is for.
No. $5 from each shirt goes to kick-ass charities. But the shirts are $15.
What are these kick-ass charities?
Why is only $5 going to these kick-ass charities? And yes, what are they, by the way? I'd really like to know.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? That isn't...
Yeah, I can make a T-shirt for everything, for anything, and I made this T-shirt that says we're fucking awesome. Send us $5 from every T-shirt will go to a kick-ass charity. I'm not gonna fucking tell you what it is, but it's gonna go to some kind of charity.
Don't worry about it, but it's gonna be a kick-ass charity.
Whatever charity it is, it fucking kicks fucking ass.
You're gonna be helping the world, I promise. No, you're fucking not.
Yeah.
Wasting your goddamn money.
Tell us what those charities are. How do I know that I'm okay with that charity? What if the kick-ass charity is for, quite literally kicking asses? Like, so people just line up and kick a fucking donkey, kick an ass in the ass. That's our kick-ass charity. I mean, I'm sure that's not what it is.
Extreme.
I'm being fucking ridiculous here, but
no, I get.
But my point is, we don't fucking know what that charity is. So we're just going to assume that it's for something that we back. Like,
can we finish this shit?
Yeah.
I am over this.
Yo, bro, when you tell a boy it's bad to act like a girl, it's because you think it's bad to be a girl.
Fuck that sexist shit.
Wait.
I'm sorry, that boy looked like he was having a fucking seizure.
Oh, hold on. I have to go back though and hear what he said.
Bro, when you tell a boy it's bad to act like a girl, it's because you think it's bad to be a girl.
Fuck that sexist shit.
Having a muscle spasm.
When you tell a boy to stop acting like a girl, it's because you think it's bad to act like a girl. What the fuck man tells a woman, you're acting like a girl? I hate when girls act like girls. What the fuck? That didn't even make any sense.
He's talking about the acting like a traditional girl and all that kind of stuff. Like,
I know what he's talking about,
how about you act however the fuck you want?
Right, I know what he's talking about. It's just fucking bullshit. Sorry, I mean, I don't...
Stop acting like a girl.
Sense. The part is not that part. It's where he says
if you put it
that means you don't like girls, or you don't like girls acting like girls. That makes no fucking sense.
Apparently, they're all about being able to do what you want to do, as long as what you want to do is what they agree that you should do. So the next time you put on makeup, I'm gonna tell you, stop fucking acting like a girl. You need to be a tomboy.
Right?
I mean, come on now. If you want to put on makeup, by all means, babe, put on makeup.
Thank you, honey. Mm-hmm. And when you want to shave your face, because you know, that's what you do.
And if
like,
my feelings get hurt by
take care of
something
yourself.
and I shed a fucking tear, I don't, you know.
Should I say, stop grooming yourself, babe? You're acting
Be
like
a
a fucking
man.
girl.
Or
No, you're grooming yourself, and I can act like a girl if I want because I am a fucking girl. And if he wants to fucking act like a girl, I mean, he can fucking act
and
like a
if I
girl.
want to lift weights and I want to look at myself in the mirror and see my fucking pecs while I'm doing it, I don't want to hear, you need to stop being such a man. You know?
All right.
Give me a fucking break. If I want to burp and fart all over the place, I don't want anyone telling me stop being such a man. Oh, you're such a guy.
See, but it's so contradictory because it's like, stop acting like a girl. But when I burp and fart, that's wrong because I am supposed to act like a girl.
Honestly,
How contradicting and hypocritical is that?
honestly, it's like these people want the gender roles to be reversed, is what they're asking. Boys, stop acting like boys. Girls, stop acting like girls. Men act like girls. Girls act like boys. That seems exactly what they're asking for. Because
Right.
they're okay with men, you know, dressing up in dresses and all that stuff, which we don't have a problem with either. But I'm saying that they're okay with that, but they're not okay with
A girl dressing in a dress?
a girl dressing in a dress.
Yeah.
So it's like they want the genders to like just flip. I think that's what the root of the whole thing is that they think that men rule and own everything and just take over the whole world. So we want to switch roles and we want to be on top. We want to be the men now, and we want to kick men in the head and keep them down and kick them down. We women rule the world now. That seems like the fucking underlying mentality that they have. Men don't do that, not to the extent that it was decades ago when we needed, you know, when we needed feminism, when there
Right.
needed to be a movement. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, there's still people today who were raised by those sexist bigots from back in the day who still have that
Definitely.
mentality.
Yeah.
But it's not to the point where we need a movement. I mean, we've come so far in all these decades, and it's like you're spitting in the face of everyone who made any progress for us by acting like there isn't any fucking progress.
I mean, in the early 60s, you wouldn't have even been you would have been shamed if you know, got a large group of women together and started complaining about equality.
Now you have the right to do that. If you want to go stand on the street and, you know, picket shit, I'm not going to tell you, no, you need to go home and stop doing that, because you have a right to do that. I also have my right to say whether I like it or not. But I'm not going to, you know, go out of my way to try to stop you and, you know, get in your face about it and be fucking rude and mean and pushy.
The world we live in is just...
It used to be that way a long time ago.
It's just a different world. The things they're fighting for is I mean, yes, a lot of it there are current issues and there are bad things happening to people every day. There are people being abused, there are people being raped. But in general, when it comes to fucking women, you know, women's equality and, you know, you're supposed to not use your brain and not be smart and don't worry about your brain, just worry about being pretty. I mean, this is shit from the 50s and 60s. I mean, in the 60s, the first astronauts that went up, okay? The wives were not allowed to complain about anything. If they complained about something to NASA, then their husbands would be punished and they would not be able to go up on the next flight. This is not then. We've already gotten past that.
Yeah, now there's been plenty of women that go up and that have gone into space and are still going to go up in.
Well, yeah, the world's totally changed.
into
Women
space.
can pretty
and these
women
women
can do
act,
everything men can do now.
And
but
these women act like that never happened.
these women are acting like we're back in that time, and we're not. So what are you fighting for?
Yeah.
What are you fighting for?
Yeah, you're just.
And everything you do fight for is fucking bullshit and contradictory.
Yeah, back then when it was a problem, this made sense. Now you're just being fucking whiny. Because it's not a problem to the same extent that it was back then. So now you're just whining and complaining about things.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself, but at the same time, like, the way they're going about this is just fucking ridiculous and out of proportion.
Very much so.
You know, when I come across an asshole, I go, "You're a fucking asshole," and I deal with that asshole.
If I come across a bitch, I say you're a bitch.
Yeah. When I don't...
It's not sexist.
I don't fucking go, I came across an asshole, I'm gonna get a bunch of my friends together, we're gonna make a fucking video with a bunch of kids cussing about it, and then go, "Oh, you think that's bad? This dude is a fucking asshole." You know? But really, that's what they're doing. I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but to go on there and have kids cuss, I mean, you know, I might as well start a video with fucking, you know, where I just fucking choke you at the beginning of the video and like, "Oh, you think that's bad? Let's talk about fucking nuclear bombs." I mean, come on now.
But then imagine...
Two wrongs don't make a fucking right. Isn't that something that that we learn?
Imagine the rage that would be against you if you choked me.
Oh, yeah. There'd be a lot of rage, but in my defense, nuclear bombs are being dropped.
I don't give a fuck.
Corporate attack, this control.